Okay. There. Okay, forgot to turn the camera on. Talking about early government. Okay, villages were probably led by the chiefs of the tribes. That's groups of families who live together. Tribes, Tribes. Monarchs, Monarchs, those are kings and queens, likely led large groups of cities or groups of tribes. Their job was to keep the kingdom in order through lawmaking. Many monarchs claimed to have power based on divine, D-I-V-I-N-E, right, R-I-G-H-T. Divine right is the belief that the right to rule comes directly from a god, not from the consent of the people. Okay. Here's a side note. Religious buildings such as the ziggurats of Babylon, I'm not sure how to say that, and the pyramids of Egypt were built. City walls were perhaps less artistic, but more practical, and built for defense purposes. Okay. Societies began dividing according to social, S-O-C-I-A-L, class, C-L-A-S-S. That is, groupings of people ranked by social status. Kings and queens were at the top, with priests and religious authorities beneath them. Next in line were government and military officials. Then came artisans, merchants, and small traders. Farmers, who started it all, were ironically lower still. And finally, some societies had enslaved people, treating them as though they were property. Enslaved people were positioned at the bottom of the social order. The first civilizations. As the first civilizations, C-I-V-I-L-I-Z-A-T-I-O-N-S, developed, the leisure time. Okay, a civilization is a society organized around a centralized government, a means of food production, a system of writing, art and architecture, and job specialization. As the first civilizations developed, the leisure time people gained after settling down and getting a food surplus freed them up for just thinking. People began working out big ideas in mathematics, astronomy, writing, and lawmaking. Writing was particularly important for keeping records of food harvested and goods to be traded. Rulers, priests, merchants, and artisans used writing to keep track of laws, prayers, or their family tree. Writing was used to record the poems, stories, and information that people had passed down through oral, O-R-A-L, tradition, T-R-A-D-I-T-I-O-N. Oral tradition, the passing down information from generation to generation through spoken word and memorization instead of writing it down. So writing was used to record the poems, stories, and information that people had passed down through oral traditions, or to create new stories. Painters and sculptors also told stories by illustrating tales about religion or nature and by decorating temples and city buildings. Now, I should have looked. Nope, I'm still good. This is a long one. Okay. Oh, because it has these 2 pages. This is a timeline. Okay, the last 100,000 years. Okay. So I'll just read each one, I guess. 100,000 years ago, we hold burials and create tools to capture prey that run faster than we do. 77,000 years ago, the first evidence appears that shows we're making marks on objects to count or record information. 40 to 50,000 years ago, we've migrated from Africa and are settling in Europe and Asia. Some historians believe that Homo sapiens arrived in Europe as many as 1,500,000 years sooner. Okay? 35,000 years ago, music to our ears. Basic 3-holed flutes provide entertainment and culture. We also continue drawing. 30,000 to 23,000 years ago, we began using needles made from bone to sew clothes that fit us better. 10,000 years ago, we start domesticating plants and animals, which leads to sedentary communities. 8,000 years ago, the first written documents are created using symbols. During the next few thousand years, some languages will develop alphabets and begin to use words. Then it says in 1999, which was just a few years ago, the human population doubles in just 40 years from 3 billion to 6 billion people. Okay, the first civilizations formed mostly in and around Mesopotamia. I think that's right here. Mesopotamia, Egypt, the Indus River Valley, China, and Central America, beginning about 4500 BCE. Okay. Then it just says down here, side note, recipe for civilization. Workers, writers, art, government. Mix them together and let them cook for a few thousand years. That's just kind of a silly. Okay. Okay. Check your answer. Okay, then it has the questions. And then we start unit 2. Okay. So, I'm going to go back. I should have looked. First spelling, then government. So speaking of spelling, you're up. So let's do some, you know what, one of these spelling words I didn't say because I left it out. I'll give you the definition when we get to it. The first spelling word is monarch. Okay, so, okay, goes nice and slow, okay? Just take it easy. Monarch. That's it. Monarch. Okay, try again. And then that's it. So then, look. And then, and, or then, job, the end, last letter, perfect, monarch. Okay, next word is deity. Now this is the one I didn't say in the lesson, I left it out, but that means a god or goddess or divine being. So remember, the monarchs claimed they had divine right, and that's the right to rule directed by a god or deity. So deity. You think you can spell this one? Because I didn't spell it out. Try again. D then, now. D then. Okay, take your time. Take your time, it's okay. Okay, D then. D then. I now. D end. There you go, deity. Very good. I knew you knew that spelling. Okay, last spelling word is civilization. Okay, that's a big one. D then, it's a long one. I then, look. D then, good job. I then, L end. A now. D then. Yep, I next is. So then. Perfect. Civilization. Okay. Now I'll start on questions now. Let's see. So the first question I had is, what is a group of families who live together called? Then. Are now. Yep. I then. Goes to be now. It's okay. You're getting it. Just go slow. Then after B is B and. Yes, perfect. Tribes. What is the belief that the right to rule comes directly from a god, not from the consent of the people? 2 words. Then, I now. B, very good. Then
D,
go slow. D-I-V. I, then that's it. And D now. Divine then. Keep going. Alright, I, good job. R-I then. I got messed up. G. R-I-G then. Go slow. You can do it. Go slow, go slow. Go slower. H then. Good job. Divine right. Is that good enough? I always wonder how they kept people in control. They're like, oh, the gods told me I should rule you people. Alright, this is going to be kings and queens were typically at the top of social hierarchies, while enslaved people were at the blank. Yep. B, then. O, end. T, end. B, O, T, another T. T, now. O, then. Right above that. Good job. Perfect. The bottom. Okay, we did that question. Okay, this one might be a little more challenging. It's a choice one. Would you be more likely to find a religious or secular government in a place where monarchs claimed power based on divine right? Religious or secular? Now go slow because there's letters are close to each other. R, then. E, end. L, then. Yep. I, then. G, end. Good job. Keep going. I, now. Look at you, end. Move your eyes, move your eyes. Look, 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 look. You, end. Good job. Last letter is perfect. Religious. We were just talking about that. I didn't know that was a question. Okay. What is this? Well, you already had that. Did that question. Okay, here we are. What's the passing down of information from generation to generation through spoken word and memorization instead of writing it down? Okay, what's that called? 2 words. So then, are now, a then. Well, good job. Next word. G, then. Are now. Good job. A, then. D, end. I, then. D, then. Good job. I, then. Over. O, end. O, then. Perfect. Oral tradition. Told each other. That's a lot to memorize. Let's try one of these. How many years ago did we start domesticating plants and animals, which led to these sedentary communities? 1, end. 0, then. 0, end. 0, end. 0. Good job. 10,000 years ago. I know you didn't hit the one right straight on. Good job. Let's see. Okay, that's all the questions I have for that section. Let me look at the time because I forgot to set my timer on my watch. What does this say? This is 14. Okay, let's try to do one more. And I should look on the back. Let's try to do another section. Let's see what the next one looks like. I didn't do Unit 2. Okay, we're moving around along. This says first civilizations 3500 BC to 300 CE, they call it. Okay. Well, we could just do the introduction, it looks like. Here is a picture, let's see, the Fertile Crescent, okay. I think this is the Fertile Crescent first civilizations happened here. Along this is the Tigris River and the Euphrates River. Talking about this purple section, pink section. And here's the Mediterranean Sea. There's Saudi Arabia, that's modern day Iraq, Saudi Arabia, Caspian Sea, Black Sea, Mediterranean Sea, Persian Gulf. Okay. They said that's a fertile crescent. Okay. The world's first complex civilizations were the first to create systems of writing, economic trade, and governments. The first civilization started in a crescent-shaped area. I guess that's a crescent, okay? I don't really see it. Extending from the Mediterranean Sea to the Persian Gulf. So there's the crescent. It's upside down crescent. In the fertile, Fertile crescent, Crescent, which is now Iraq, it says. It had rich soil and produced abundant crops. Within the fertile crescent, two rivers, the Tigris, Tigris, and the Euphrates, Euphrates, hugged a valley that became known as Mesopotamia. Mesopotamia. Mesopotamia could support large populations because its location was ideal for both trade and agriculture. Okay, yeah, we can do this little introduction. That's perfect. Okay. Would fertile soil be found close to or far away from a river? Alright, that's a good close question. Fertile soil. See, then. Keep going, you're doing great. See, then. Well, now. That's it, then. Yes, and. Good job, close. The end. That's right, close to. Fertile soil. Close to a river. Rivers were important to the development of civilizations because people could use them for transportation of people and goods. On land, people may have ridden horses. On rivers, they probably rode on blank. On rivers. How do you ride on a river? Okay, on. Be then. Oops. Get it? Be then. Over. So now. Okay, that's it. Now. The end. That's right, they use boats. Name one of the two rivers that is found in the Fertile Crescent. You pick which one you want to do. Name one of the two rivers. No, none of them start with L. Name one of those two rivers that I mentioned in this animal thing, okay? Think about it. T then. T then. I. That's it now. T-I. T-I. G. That's good. Then. R. Then. I. And. Perfect. Tigris River. Tigris and Euphrates. Okay. I think we might. Let's do some math real quick, okay? Because I think that's like a good place to stop. We don't have any other super good questions, and we're at a good stop so far. Tomorrow we'll start on. Is it chapter 3? Yep, chapter 3, Mesopotamia. Okay. Nice. Oh well. Actually, tomorrow you're probably going to be spelling with Dad. the next time that we spell, we'll start there, okay?